Sick of chasing, and the one Nothing, nah. Nah, Finn. Good morning, brother. Good user. My favorite Fortnite streamer. Yeah, I'm just so good at it. Why are you trading? That I was. You work out? Yeah. I do my best. Alright, let's figure out this lighting. Okay. Yo, let's go. Finn and Manny. What looks better? This is option 1. That's option 2. Option 1. Option 2. 1. 2. One person said 2. This is option 1. This is option 2. Fuck it. Split votes, guys. 3. This guy's funny. I guess most people said 2. Is it clear though? Yeah, I just put all my funds into one trade. Good luck me, bro. Please. Whoever said 1 praying on your downfall? Shit, you convinced me. I'm going back. Market closed at 12, I believe. It's 17 CST. I don't know what that is in Eastern time. Yo, Addy, are you here? Addy, what looks better? Hold on. Addy, what looks better? This camera, the way it looks right now, with this lighting, this is option 1, or this is with option 2, the white light's a little bit stronger in the back. Or this, you're saying the light off? Okay. What's your age? I'm 22 years old. Isn't it bank holiday, so when does market close? Market closes at 12, literally same? No, it's not the same. Addy, help a brother out. You sent 400 likes? Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. I don't know what that does, but appreciate you. What's good, Hassan? Wait, Addy, which one? This guy didn't even say. I'm good, Hassan. I'm good. Market doesn't close. Market closes at 12 o'clock. I believe it's 12. Let me double check. Hold on, that ain't right. One p.m. The market closes at 1. If there's daylight saving, then it's 1 p.m. And for Forex, it closes at 16. Market closes at 1 p.m. and then for Forex, it closes at 4 p.m. There is no PM session today. No. There's no PM or Asia. Wait. No, there is Asia. Sorry. I think that's previous week's low. Yeah. When is your birthday? December 9th. Yo, Sasori the GOAT. We were talking about that yesterday, bro. Sasori was pretty sick. Yeah, it is low probability to trade today. It is a lot riskier on a half day, yes. Oh my god, this person's name is Joe Maria. I'm doing Duolingo. I know you're Portuguese. Or Brazilian. You know how I know? Because I'm doing Duolingo and they're teaching me how to greet. And the names they always use are Joe and Maria. I know, that's the name they always use. And I'm looking at it, and you have the exact same accent and both names. Do you work for Duolingo? How is your project different from Big Shar's and how... Bro, I don't even know what you're saying, man. How is it different? I don't even know how he trades. I don't even know who that is. I trade the 930 power of 3. I personally have never met anyone. I've never met any trader who who trades their power of 3 based on the 930 candle open. It's always 10 a.m. So I don't know, but does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. But it's just how I trade, man. I don't care if someone trades the same way as me or if I happen to trade the same way as someone else. I made my model myself. It's very specific to me. There's three entry setups. It's simple, man. Simple. Do you speak Arabic? Yes, I speak Arabic. You ask me almost every time. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna trade the actual accounts, Alex. Streaming Portuguese? I'm not that. I'm not even close. Not that close. How do I get no activation fee on Alpha? If you pass an advanced account in June, then you don't have to pay activation fee. You have 1 day, so 7 days left. Say something in Arabic. Habibi. How many languages? English, Arabic, and French. I'm learning Portuguese. I can't read that. It's really small for me. Where are you originally from? I was born in Dubai. Parle en français? Oui. Do you trade funded on bank holidays or just evals? I trade demo. Do you recommend trading today if my personal model formed? No, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but I don't give advice to anyone. Today can be very slow. How many Lambos? I just got my 10th one yesterday. I use standard accounts because the payouts are really easy on the standard. Better hard. A man of many talents. I do have a lot of talents. Yeah. Bearish will previous week's low just because of how yesterday traded. You gonna trade today? Not on the funded. I need the calcium, man. I'm really sore from yesterday. I like the standard accounts because the payouts are really easy. do have many talents. Humble. I want my gold. I wait my gold long entry. Yeah, sure. For how many years have you been day trading for a living? I've been day trading. I've only been day trading for a year and six. No, I started in like July 2020, 2024, right? 2024. Or was it 2023? No, not July 2024. September 2023. So it's been 2 years. Oh, I've been telling people a year and a half. It's been 2 years. No, I always answer the question, are you profitable? I would say yes. He's mad? Who's mad? Well, I told you it looks better not blurred. I don't know. We could look at some Forex charts today too, because I'm kind of curious. I don't trust long today even after seeking daily equal lows. When do you wake up? I wake up at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Are you trading full time? Not sure what that means. Do I do this every day? Yes. Do you backtest or did you? I've backtested over 6,000 days. I've done a lot of backtesting. I've backtested 2022 to 2024 over 4 times. And then 2020 to 2021 like twice. And then some other years. Previous week's low, yes. Why are you on? It's bank holiday. I'm on because I wanted to go live. Do you trade bank holidays? Not on my fundeds. What do you expect from today's market? I expect slow range bound movement. What's good, Lee? 6K days, yeah. Probably more, but I can't give an actual number, unfortunately. How much time do you backtest every day to achieve the 6K days of trading data? It's not 6K days of trading data. It's not like 6K, it's 6,000 days that were tested. Right? Not every single day was a trading day. It's just that much in length. Any payouts this month? No, but I'm pretty much gonna be eligible for one. But I don't know if I'll take it. But I will be eligible, so we'll see. Maybe I'll take it on Alpha Futures. Thought it would be normal trading day. Today's bank holiday. How much time do you backtest per day though? How much time did I used to? I don't backtest the same like I used to. I used to backtest way more. The only time I really backtest now is I just want to get some reps in. Just I don't know, backtest, see how the market moves. Or I would backtest for someone else. While someone else was watching me. Do you trade a personal account? I do have a personal account, yes. I have 2 personal accounts. Are you going to trade? Banks are closed, low volatility, huge spreads. Not on my funded, no. On a fresh 50K XFA, how much would you risk per trade? I would personally risk $125 per trade. This is how I like to do it. I risk 0.25% on any funded account. Yeah, if you want, you can grade your setups. Meaning, if it's a B setup, you can risk 125, or an A, you can do that. Me personally, it's always 125. I was $500 from passing my eval on a 50K account. Then what happened? Did you lose and go in tilt? How are you today? What's good, Connor? I'm good, brother. I've been trading for 2 years. Any advice and tips for backtesting? I can't backtest more than 3 days worth. I mean, listen, 3 days worth is still good, man. 3 days worth is good. Brought my account back from -2% to just over 1% this week. Nice, bro. That's amazing. I want to visit Canada one day. Where is the best location? Are you trying to do it as a fun getaway or like a peaceful vacation? New York is similar to Canada. If you go to New York, I mean, if you go to Toronto, it's similar to New York. If you want something peaceful, there's a place, I think it's called Banff. Let me double check. I plan on going there myself. It's a really just beautiful place, bro. Like, this is Banff. You can go here, bro. You can go here and see this. I think you can even get you can even get a canoe. Yeah, Banff is a must go to if you're gonna visit somewhere peaceful and fun. You're an hour from Banff? Wow. What is the velocity and density percentage of each strand? You were in the wrong live stream. I don't know what the hell you just said. What do you think about Powell the trader? What do I think about him? What does that even mean? What do I think about what about him? His trading? Or him as a person? His high risk reward model. I mean, it's good, I guess. If you want something that's high risk reward, lower win rate, you can trade some sort of turtle soup model as well. It's up to you. Doesn't really matter. Someone said Tofino. Tofino looks pretty good too. Where is this? Is it in Canada? Oh, British Columbia. Damn, that's nice. Today we're gonna have chat open. So, friendly reminder. I would be bearish towards previous week's low today, 685. This bearish fair value gap could hold because on a day when we don't have much volatility, it's not likely we're going to see a big move up and then down. So if we are going to be bearish, I'm not saying we are, but I'm saying if, then we would most likely just respect this fair value gap and start working towards that previous week's low. Thanks to your live stream videos, I got my first payout today. Nice, bro. Why are you trading? I'm not on my funded accounts. I'm not trading this Trump opening. He's worth not so much. What's the win rate of your PM model? In backtest or in current live markets? I haven't lost a trade with it in live market yet. Um, we're keeping a track record in the Discord. I think we're 7-1 and 7-2-0 so far. Live market in backtest, it's like 75. No, it can just be 9:30 and after. So I'll let you know if it's this one. No, it's not. It's not that one. It's not this. There, I don't even think there can be a first presentation today because there's no regular trading hours. So I don't even. This is all like what's weird is I don't know why they do it like this, but this is all technically Friday price action right now. Can a first presentation? Yeah, I know. Do you have a listen, tall Ben? Message me on Discord. Message me on Discord, okay? No, nowhere else. How much is it good to risk to lose for 50K funded account? Recently, I've been risking 750 on a 50K. Well, I haven't got a 50K. Actually, no. I risk 750 on a 50K, and I just go for 2-2R trades. You could risk 500 and do the same thing. But I don't want to risk it. You know, what no, what am I saying? I don't want to waste time on the eval. So I'm looking to do it as quickly as possible, right? Just take two really good setups, risk 750 for 1500, pass in 2 days ideally. I like to be aggressive. If you don't want to be aggressive, I'd probably risk like 500 Can you explain your PM ATM model one more time? Sure. It's probably sometime in the middle of the stream. Are you taking partials on eval? Good question. Unless I really have to, because it really makes sense, then no. What I will look to do though is reduce my risk. So for example, maybe instead of partialing, just break even and look for the 2R. And in a really good trade, when you get to a level where you should partial, and if you can get that break even, it should just go for 2R. First presentation, I don't even think there technically is one today. I don't know, boys. Did the algorithm shut off? There's no RTH. There's no RTH data today. This is all electronic. So I don't even know if it counts. Now let's say I'm in a trade and it's like 1.8 R. Am I gonna partial? Yeah, I'll just partial it. In regular trading hours, this is regular trading hours. The market doesn't open. See, it closed Wednesday right here. It's not gonna open in regular trading hours until Friday. So the stock market is closed. Stock market's closed, right? Hold on, let me double check that information. Stock market should be closed. Yeah, see, stock market's closed. So there is no first presentation, to be honest. We can do some back tests today if people want that. Trading today, not on my funded. What do you think about longs? But why? Why the stock market closed? It's a bank holiday. So no volatility and such. Tomorrow market's open? Yes, tomorrow is normal. Koh Samui, best bro paradise. I heard Vancouver's beautiful. Just bought my second TBT 50K there with yesterday's profits. Let's get this week. When can you drop that video about bias? I did drop the video about bias. Today's a bank holiday, brother. Shorts of the IFG weren't bad. Yeah, wasn't bad. Off the 15-minute any inversion. Do you think previous week's low will be taken today? If we're gonna move lower, then I would expect that to be the draw. No opening range gap today. The stock market's closed today. There's no regular trading hours. I have my eyes on the equal lows on the hourly. I think that's 21865 as well. Yeah. Same level. You train today? Not unfunded. Not on my funded. Sorry, I didn't see it. Yeah, we got 6,000 subscribers. Thank you, thank you. A lot of people ended up subscribing, so we went a little bit over too. No, you're good, Yusuf. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna gas myself, but my video on bias, I think is just so much better than everyone else's because everyone makes it so complicated. I feel like the way I get my bias every single day is the easiest. It's the most consistent. It's very simple and it's very, very reliable because it's literally how the market moves and how you can read them how the market's moving. So I know obviously I'm biased because it's me, but I feel like some people just do too much for bias. They look at way too many things and it just becomes really unclear. But for me, my bias is really, really consistent in how I get my bias. Prices at an opening week gap currently. We might go up from back here soon. It's possible. It just depends what the draw is. I still like those equal lows, but it doesn't have to happen today. If not today, then I'll be trading it for tomorrow. Only been watching you just over a month and a half. You've changed how I see the markets for real. Let it out of the camel. Appreciate you, bro. Just flip a coin for buys. I'm at 1-to-1 break even, so I let the rest ride. Nice, bro. Appreciate you, Lee. Someone said account. What account? Yo, by the way, if you live in Ontario, you can actually get access to a Trade account. and take advantage of the you get access to a trading account and you can take advantage of their margins, their very low margins. Strategy for trading SMC or ICT. SMC and ICT are the exact same thing, and I personally trade the power of 3. I mean, like I tell everyone, whether you like it or not, you're trading the power of 3. Um, Hold you sell now? What? I love the gem tags. Yeah, man, we got the gem tag. Listen, for those in the Discord who are in, we got a new server tag. I got the server tag right here. So if you want, you can put this on, and it'll say gems, which is my trading. You see some people put them on. I don't know if anyone else did. He put it on. I think it's pretty cool. So it's just a little thing to look. It'll just put it next to your name if you want to represent, I guess. That's pretty much it. Just a fun little thing. Hey, see? Sorry, I was waiting for it. Do I have to pass in June for? Yes, you have to pass in June. What's your Discord? It's Discord is in bio, brother. You're gonna have to open it in browser if you're watching on TikTok. But if you're on YouTube, you can just click. Do we trade on Juneteenth? I personally wouldn't. S&P at the lows. I'm fed up of losing. You should be trading in the zone, brother. 2022 or 2023? If you had to, 2022 for sure. In my opinion, 2022 was the best. His teachings are simply the best. In 2022, bro. OKC champions tonight. Damn. You tell me it's no game 7? You're telling me Halliburton doesn't come back and drop 50? What does red rectangle represent? It's a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. So when it says no IC is closed, then why is price still forming? This is an electronic trading hour. So just because the stock market is closed, the market is still trading. Market's still trading. Just not in regular trading hours, meaning there's no people on Wall Street right now trading. I believe that's what that means, at least. I don't know if they're there or not. But it basically means there's no one on Wall Street right now. The market prints electronically, though. You trading today? Not on the pundits. What are your thoughts on trading the CFTs? Nothing wrong with that. No market makers today. So we'll just have to take over, I guess. I mean, I would like it if they won the NBA, if they won more NBA to watch, but not likely. I think if it wasn't rigged and there was no script, then it would just be OKC wins. But I think it's scripted for Game 7. I'm gonna long if we create OP and inverse first FUG. Yeah, I believe in you, bro. Are you waiting for macro? Sure, let's wait for the macro. Market closes early today, yes. Which one of ICT's mentorship is the best? 2022 is the best. After 2022, I'd recommend 2024. NBA is most definitely scripted. It's entertainment business. I personally think it's scripted too, man, because some stuff is just unbelievable. It's just truly unbelievable. I don't know how it could be scripted, but skip 2020 and 2023. I mean, if you want to watch them all, you can. I watched them all and multiple times. But I would recommend 2024. 2022 and 2024 are the best, in my opinion. 2024 goes really well with 2022. Do you think price might tap the weekly low today? If we continue lower, then yes. When looking at reversal from higher time frame P3s, how do you select which P3s price expects reversal from? Time market will be breaker indication. I think that's a good question because it's gonna open your mind to it. You're just simply looking at way too much. You just need to have a model. You simply need to have a model, a criteria for reversal to enter a trade from. That's all you need to do to answer that question. Don't mark out an OB, breaker, mitigation, FEG, IFG, and say price. Oh, no. What do you need to see in order to trust a reversal? They give OKC minus 220 today. Everyone will take that. Pacers will win. I'm taking Pacers money line, bro. I'm taking Pacers money line. I know it's rigged, bro. It's going to Game 7. The NBA needs more money. NBA needs more money. NBA is not scripted. But you can't tell me, like, if NBA goes to Game 4 versus goes to Game 7, do you know how much more money they make, bro? So much more money. Toxic, you better be reading the book right now, bro. I know it's you, bro. You better be reading that book right now. Yeah, yesterday's price action wasn't too bad. On the other days when the OKC's for sure when they're line minus, now they have one here and it's minus 320. Exactly, bro. Why would the OKC line be like minus 300 or 400 last time and then now it's minus 220? They want people to take the OKC line, bro. How are you, man? Bias? I think this eye makes it pretty clear. Take care, bro. I got a crazy strategy on Nas, not gonna lie. Nice, bro. That's really good that you have a strategy. I got work I'm going to, bet. Almost everything is scripted. I'm telling you, everything is scripted in life. The market's doing better than normal days. I wouldn't say this is better. This is pretty typical price action for a bank holiday. Just one-sided movement. Well, actually convincing me to tame the Pacers. Oh no, I don't want you to take either because of me, bro. There's the Weasley lows. You were long, bro. We had two green candles, bro. What did you go long off of? We didn't have a single 2-minute green candle. You went long on what, bro? You can have your own opinion on who's gonna win, but off the line, I'm choosing Pacers. You want to hear the strat? I mean, I don't really care, bro. But if you want to share, you can. Please explain how that happened. Sibby trades into Sibby. Strong jaw lower. Boom. Never mind. Made no minus today because of the other trades. Expecting a reversal today? No. Well, that's it for my daily bias. I'm also see you tomorrow. See you, brother. You use replay, FX replay? I use TradeZella. It's a lot better. Dude, that loyalty or strat? Yes. I mean, I have over 6,000 invested days on my strategy, so. What does SIBI stand for? Sell side and bounce. What's the difference between SIBI and bearish FEG? The reason I don't like marking stuff as a bearish FEG, and I think a lot of you will fall victim to this, people will mark a bearish fair value gap and expect it to be bearish. Like reject price. It's not just a resistance level. Like, it's not really how it works, in my opinion. Well, not really in my opinion. It's how ICT teaches it. A bearish fair value gap is a sell side imbalance that you expect price to return to and reject off of. That's what a bearish fair value gap is. Okay. Why do I mark it out as SIBI? Because I don't want everyone to just assume that when price reaches this, that I would be looking for shorts. So when I'm trading and putting my annotations, right? Bearish fair value gap makes it simple because most people know. When I put it as SIBI, people understand it's, it doesn't necessarily say bearish FEG. Because it's a bearish fair value gap, it doesn't mean, You're expecting this. In fact, it's probably best to even remove the red. Just make them like all blue or something. Whatever. Let's buy. Do you prefer IFPG or CISD? Depends on which model I'm trading. I have 2 models. But one of my boys is the Stickets limit order entry guy. I've seen TK this year. The the Sickets limit order? I don't know what that is. When does the market close for you today? Close at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Day trader, swing trading, and why? It just depends on your personality and how you want to trade. That's sick, bro. Why do you trade today? Who said I'm trading? I can't type today. Nah, you good, bro. Do you trade on bank holidays? Not on my accounts, no. When does the market close? Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern time. 100 points caught. What a setup. Nice, bro. Not on my fundage, no. In short since 21784. Nice, bro. We do some back testing. What do you guys want to do? Watch the charts. How far could this go? We didn't get really any trades yesterday. I'm in long since 1990s. IFG out New York Open plus CISD plus equal lows. Sure, yeah. I think it will continue to fall or pull back then fall. Probably, but I wouldn't look for a reversal if it was up to me. It's too bearish. I don't think it can reverse. I think it could retrace, but I wouldn't say reverse. There's not enough thing. Did you watch Ali Khan's dealing range videos? No, but I saw him post about it on Twitter. Let's play some Wordle. I'm gonna guess it again. You think it will continue to fall? It's not about that. It's not about whether you think it's gonna continue to fall or not. It's about the higher probability setup, and that would be if we were to retrace and show confirmation of lower. It's just about probabilities. Um, I saw his Twitter post about the dealing range stuff. Do you follow Charmaine? I do follow Charmaine. He's actually at least I think, the only trader I follow. Anyone who live streams, I like that. I like them. I don't think, because then that means they're not scared to lose in front of people. Charmaine also put in a lot of work. Let me see who I follow. Besides like a couple of my friends, the only person I really follow is Charmaine, yeah. Like some of my friends that trade. I personally just don't trust anyone that doesn't live stream, bro. If you don't live stream in front of people, trade in front of them, I don't think they can teach you anything. You can't find the daily bias video you posted? It's basically ICT dealing range more defined. Yeah, sure. You just tape reading. You look for cells. Sure. If we're looking at, are you even trading? No, I'm not putting on any trades. Tape reading. Gold could go some nice long. Which symbols do I have to use to trade NQ with alpha futures? NQ, bro. Ideally, it's the micro. So MNQ. So bearishness. I wouldn't personally go long. Not unless we closed all the way above here. If we can close all the way above there, then I would be bullish. You trade retracements or you wait for the market to align? I always wait for the market to align. Exact symbol is called MNQ. Yes, sir. That's exactly what it's called. Bank holiday? How? It's Juneteenth. Me, you, and I need to buy in a couple years for that taxi. That'd be lit, bro. You trade today? Yeah, just tape reading. If the SET dealing range more defined? Yeah, I mean, if you want to follow his stuff. I promise you, though, to be honest, it just sounds like a scheme. It just sounds like a scheme to try to funnel people and get them to pay something, which is fine, but I don't think you need it, to be honest. I don't think anyone needs it. It's not Enigma or anything. Do you use standard deviations? Yeah, I do use them. Every candlestick on one time frame is manipulation. Every candlestick on one time frame is manipulation. I don't know what that means, bro. For entries or for targets? Both. Where would you mark standard deviations here? First thing I would do, always for standard deviations, is look at the move above midnight opening price. So if this is your move above midnight, that's the first thing I would mark. So we're really overextended from midnight at this point. Second thing I would mark is Asian range. Now this isn't really an Asian range, it's quite large. So Asian range standard deviations, midnight open, 15-minute manipulation. That's what I use. And then whatever power of 3 you're trading. So 930, there isn't one. We didn't manipulate above. So if you were to reverse the long, you'd have to do it like this. If you're viewing this as a manipulation leg. Let's go, Cam. Jared 40. Did you lose a trade or take losses since you don't trade right now? Did you lose a trade or take losses since you don't trade? What do you mean did I lose a trade or take losses? I think that's to go down. I'm not sure what you're asking, quickness. I didn't take any trades today. I spent an hour studying standard deviations for top and bottom tick entries. Got insane no drawdown long entry yesterday. Nice, bro. In which of your playlists can I find your model? It's called Gems Power of 3 Mastery. I'll type it in chat. Jared 40. Yeah, wasn't there what happened in Germany? I didn't have to be wasn't there what's it called? An evacuation or something? Why do you still watch ICT's videos? It's fun to watch, to be honest. Did you back this in hindsight or started in replay, and what do you recommend? Both. What I would first recommend is backtest and replay so you can actually gain confidence on a certain model. And then you want to get as many journal entries for that model as possible. So every single day, go back in hindsight, annotate your model where it played out. Don't just mark out the ones that play out. You got to mark out the ones that fail. That's the most important part. The Ukraine news? What was the Ukraine news? I'm asking the reason you don't take trade now is that because you lost the trade. Oh, in the past, you mean? I don't really remember losing on bank holidays, but I have back tested a lot of bank holidays, and the price action is pretty much the same. It's either very choppy and range bound, or it's one sided, going to some sort of level with no really opportunity to get in. So, like even if I was bearish today, my model didn't form, so I wouldn't have taken any trade anyways. So it's just my experience with bank holidays. My edge is dull, you know. Probabilities decrease in my favor. I want the probabilities to be in my favor every time I execute. Need to buy now, brother, if the market don't push down. I don't need to buy. I thought markets were closed. Regular trading hours closed. Electronic early close at 1 p.m. Eastern time. What's the indicator settings? Can you show it? Sure. Marks out Asia, London. This is all recorded, by the way, so you can go back and see. Asia and London. This is when the cutoff time is, and this is how I like to do the settings. Show pivot label, stop once mitigated. And then these are the opening prices. Midnight, 8:30, and 9:30. Now I have another one. If you want to do both. This one makes it a little bit cleaner. If you have two, then I can adjust the settings slightly. UK bank rate maintained a 4.25%. The rate didn't change. Hey, Stormy's putting in work in the Discord. This guy's getting a promotion. Appreciate you, Stormy. Hezbollah commander has been killed in an Israeli strike zone? Wait, what? For real? Wait, who's Hezbollah again? What helped you the most becoming profitable? Was there a certain shift in... Yes, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what it was for me right now. 1, sitting down and writing my model out word by word and drawing it. So understanding clearly, like exactly clearly what my model is, what my criteria to click the buy button, what my criteria to click the sell button, where I put my stop loss, what I'm looking to target, what time do I trade, how much do I risk, how often do I trade, how many trades per day, the most I'm allowed to lose, where I want to take partials, where I want to re-enter trades, where I want to reduce my risk, and when. Days not to trade, days to trade. Clearly defining that whole system, that was step 1. Once that was clearly defined, like there's no ambiguity. Like it's this or that for me. That was the first thing. The second thing, which was the most important part, was realizing that it actually has nothing to do with the price action, because everything I just said is simply an edge. It's simply just a scenario where one thing is more likely to happen than another. Do you think there'll be a rate cut in July? Probably not. If it's going to happen, it'll probably be September. The second thing was realizing that any loss or anything, whatever, it's not because of price action. It's just because the edge didn't play out at that time, you know? And you don't have to try to justify every single loss and look for a reason on technical analysis. Like for those people, like I can't even emphasize this enough. For traders who trade ICT, so many of them, including myself, fall victim to this. Like this one thing holds people back for so long. Every single time they take a loss, they try to justify the loss and rationalize it using ICT concepts. Like they will lose a trade and say, "Oh man, I didn't see this inversion fair value gap," or "Oh, it inversed on the 2-minute but not the 3-minute," or "Oh, we didn't get a displacement," or "It wasn't in the macro." Do you realize what you're doing to yourself when you're trying to rationalize it using ICT's concepts? You are never going to have a perfect trade that cannot be rationalized using ICT's concepts, because ICT's concepts cover everything. So you could go back every single time you lose, you could go back and say, "Oh, I missed this, I missed that, I missed this PD rate, I missed this timing, I missed that open, I should have waited." What you can do that every single time. You are never gonna trade with perfect technical analysis. You're simply not. So why would you, every single time you lose, try to blame it on some sort of technical analysis thing when you know it's impossible to trade perfect using technical analysis? And that's what traders fall victim to, is every single time they lose, they keep blaming it on technical analysis. They missed something, the market presented something they didn't see, whatever the case may be. And then they just keep going in that cycle. And every single time, They're blaming it on technical analysis, and really it has nothing to do with that. It's simply just how you perceive the loss, how you have your expectations set, your beliefs, and everything to do with the mindset going into trading and risk management. And you just keep going down that rabbit hole, explaining, and you never ever realize that it actually has nothing to do with the technical analysis, and it's everything to do with your mindset about the loss, your risk management, your approach to trading, your beliefs in trading, the truths about trading, and that's what it really comes down to. That's what it really comes down to. Okay, see, I think Pacers win and send it to Game 7, bro. Can you just quickly, in a few seconds, explain your protraction model? Yeah. When you're trading the power of 3, once we have a protected low, meaning the market has shifted in that power of 3, so once we put in a protected low or a low that I'm expecting to be protected, this is the protraction model. Once we have a PO3 protected low, I'm looking to trade the next expansion leg in that from that initial protected low that was put in. That's what my protraction model is. Once we put in a protected power, a PO3 protected low, I'm looking to trade the next expansion. For me to trust that I'm trading the next expansion, I want to see price return into some sort of liquidity pool, some sort of internal range liquidity, a fair value gap or a short-term low. My confirmation is an inversion or an order block. Either or does not matter. If there's an inversion or an order block, that's criteria for me that we're going to continue. And I can trust this new form low. No, the reason it doesn't look like that on the chart right now is because we don't have this low. There's criteria for this low right here. This low needs to form off a breaker or a CISD. So ideally, it would be right here, right? Is this a CISD? In my opinion, no. But is this a bullish order block? Yes. In my opinion, this is a bullish order block. On the 1 minute time frame, or if you want to zoom out, we don't have a CISD yet, right? Did we take out a short-term low and close above? Yes. But we still have this leg of sell-side delivery that was never invalidated. So it depends on how aggressive you want to be. So did we technically shift here on the lower chart, like 15-second? Yes. It's not a really CISD that I can trust. Once we get that CISD, then I'm expecting this low to get protected. And then yes, this would be your confirmation right here, this order block. Entry can be an order block or an inversion. It's better if it's an inversion, not because the inversion is stronger, but because when fair value gaps are being formed, it means price action is a little bit better. Can I change my TradingView user ID in Apex PA account? At Charmaine Trades. Are you trying to ask Charmaine a question? It's not stronger, but means it's better? What's the difference? It doesn't mean that it's stronger. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is when fair value gaps are being formed in price action is usually easier, more volatile, more likely to expand, more likely to move. Sometimes when price is range bound, you get a lot of wicking back and forth, which means you can still get order blocks quite easily, but you're not going to get any fair value gaps to form. And it may look like we're expanding because we formed an order block, but you can tell in the lack of imbalances that we're probably just going to stay range bound, right? That's the idea. What lot sizes do you trade? I trade futures, so we trade I trade micro contract. T-Trade says if you were to start over again, maybe by a 10K challenge, how would you manage your risk? How would I manage my risk on a 10K account? Eval, I would risk 1%. My CST are the number of candles which take out liquidity to swing high, the one you have marked out. Yeah, that is the CISD. Show me your bias quickly. Right here. There you go. Can I change my TradingView user ID? My TradingView user ID in Apex PA account. What do you mean? Can I change my TradingView user ID in Apex? What does that mean? Your TradingView user ID. You mean put a nickname on your Apex account? I don't think you can do that. I think you need a live brokerage account. I mean, maybe. Do you use standard deviations? Yes. Damn, that bias. 5-minute market structure shift? There's definitely not a 5-minute market structure shift. I mean, yeah, we did put a high. Yeah, you could argue that's a 5-minute market structure shift, to be honest. When you say 1%, you mean the whole 10K, just to draw down given? The whole 10K. Are you trading? We're just tape reading. Been watching you daily, bro. Psychology consistent on point. Keep it up. Appreciate you, Ray. Does actually have no activation fee discount right now on advanced accounts? Yes. What's the subscription you bought for TradingView? You have to have that many tabs open. I have the cheapest one. Whatever the cheapest one is, plus I have real-time data paid for. That. What was your aha moment in trading? There is no aha moment. You have to show up every single day, and eventually it'll start getting easier. So there's no aha moment. But like I said earlier, finally writing down my entire trading system, writing it down, word for word. What I look for buys, what I look for sells, my risk management, how often I want to trade, when do I trail my stop, when do I take profits, where do I take profits, what time do I trade, what times do I not trade, what days do I trade, how often I want to trade, how much I want to risk, how do I want to scale in. All these components that you would have in your trading system, when I wrote them all down and I say, this is my system, and then I backtested that exact system, exactly how it was written, that's when trading became a lot easier on the technical side. The second thing was realizing that it actually has nothing to do with the technical side, and it's really just simply risk management, which I guess is technical, and how you view trading. Why was there no protected lower high? The arbitration was invalid. There's a couple criteria for a protected lower high. One is bias. The only way that this low would be protected is if you're expecting price to come here. That would be step number one. Because this is your 930 power 3. Notice I didn't say protected low. I said PO3 protected low. 930 PO3 protected low. So what if I told you today, what if I said we're going to reach this yellow box? Well, then why would you expect this low to be protected? That makes no sense. In fact, this would be your protected high. This little wick right here above 930 open. And this would be your objective. Therefore, this is your protected high, and this would not be a PO3 protected low, which is why bias is the first part. It all depends on which direction you're expecting it to trade to. That's one. Two. I forget. Oh, there needs to be a CISD. What is consequent encroachment? Consequent encroachment is the 50% level of a gap or a wick. That's 50%, for example. That's 50%, that dotted line. Or a long wick. That would be consequent encroachment. Markets closed in regular trading hours. Is the advanced account worth it? Is it worth it? I mean, I don't have an advanced account. I like the standard because trading payouts on the standard are really easy. No, I don't trade with Apex Firework. Your payouts under review. How long does this take? It usually takes a couple days. But they also might ask you to provide some information. It's possible. I know a lot of people who've had to provide information. Did you look on in life in general change because of trading? Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I have a basic TradingView account on that. I trade my Apex PA, but now I'm purchased a premium TradingView with a different email ID, so I can log in with the same Apex. Yes, you can log in with the same Apex account. You'll be fine, bro. As long as it's you trading Push, you'll be fine. I'm Arab. What's the difference between payouts and standard and advanced? For standard, let's talk about the base minimum requirements for payout with alpha futures. Standard account. The base minimum is 3 winning consistent days. If you can do 3 winning consistent days, you can get a payout. You just have to wait for your payout period, which is every 2 weeks. That's the minimum. That minimum. For alpha futures advanced, the minimum requirement to get a payout is 5 winning days of $200 or more, and $2,000 in the account. You need to have at least 2,000. So I believe you can make 2,000 and request 1 if you wanted to do that, or whatever amount you wanted to risk. So those are the 2 requirements. In my opinion, it's easier to get the standard payout over the second one, but obviously the advanced payout is better because one is it's only 3 days. You don't need a buffer, right? That's one. 2, you don't need 5 winning days of 200. Yes, you can get 90 on the advanced account. You get 90% split off the rip. That's 1. 2, you get access to news trading. 3, there's no consistency rule. So for those who like to risk a little bit more or have really large trades, you probably would want that a little bit more. So you can make more easier on the advanced, but to get a payout, it's a little bit harder, which makes up for the fact that you can make more easier, right? There's no consistency rule, which means you can get that 2K buffer in 1 or 2 trades if you really wanted to, right? You can get an advanced account. You could risk 2 to 300, scale into the trade, and get 2K TP, you know? Yeah, you also don't want to ruin your consistency rule, Lori, because it's 30%, right? What firm has no consistency rule? I mean, Alpha Futures doesn't if you use an advanced account. Did you enter a trade right now or are you just watching? Just tape reading. You could lower curious as why you didn't take the trade from CFTC after rejecting 50-minute FTG. It would have had to manipulate above 930 for me to take this trade. What country in the Middle East? I was born in Dubai, but I'm Iraqi. Bro, can you look at the weekly chart and look how previous weekly candle closed bearish? Is this always confirmed the next week? Yeah, that's a really good way to think about it, brother. That's a really good way to think about it. Is it always? No, but it's definitely something you can add to your criteria. My funded futures plus. Yeah, so you have my funded futures plus, alpha futures advanced, activation fee price. There's no activation fee in June. So if you get funded in June with alpha futures advanced, there's no activation fee if you use the code. How did you end up in Canada? I was born. Well, my parents came here when I was 2 years old. How many? I just have one model. There's 3 ways to get in on the same kind of trade. Did we change contracts? Yes. Use the September contract. What is the consistency rule? Give me an example. Consistency rule is very simple. Your best trading day cannot equal 40% of total profit. So if you make $10,000 on the account, right? If you make $10,000, let's say, your best day cannot be 4,000. Very good, very good. If your best day, say you have your total profit is 1,000. Well, your best day cannot be 400. Yes, very well. Very good. That's what a consistency rule is. Well funded. I use Top Step and Alpha Futures. What's it's called? Alpha what? It's Alpha Futures. Market isn't closed today. Regular trading hours closed. Electronically still open until 1 p.m. Eastern time. What is it? Yep. Muted? No, I'm not muted. Now, if I want to request 2,600 per account, I can make up to 70. Make up to 750 per day. Yeah, but you'd have to make 750 per day, Lori, no? So hold on. If you want to request 2,600 on Apex, is it a 50K, Lori? Probably, right? Which means you have to have 5,200 on the account, right? Because you have to have double. So 0.2. Isn't the max payout 2,000? Anyway, let's just say 5,200. So 0.3 times 5,200. Am I right, Lori? Is everything I'm saying correct? You want to request 2,600, which means you have to get 5,200 on the account, right? Patience is good. Patience always pays off. I can use FTMO more data on less profit target. Yeah, use FTMO, bro, if you want. I don't think you want my funded futures starter plus amount, right? You can scale as you like. I don't use my funded futures, but the guy in chat said, someone in chat said my funded futures plus has no consistency rule, so I guess yes, you can use that. Nah, no trades today. I was just tape reading today. You can see how slow the market's gonna be now. It's going like watching paint dry. Are you trading cryptocurrency or forex? No, I'm not. I just trade futures and stocks. Have you ever tried ICT on gold? No, but I have backtracked a little bit. PJ and you, I like here. It's PJ Trades. I like that guy too, bro. I like that guy too. There's a couple things I respect when it comes to traders who are on the app. Couple things. One, they post losses. Right? They don't just handpick their trades and only post the wins. I don't like that. I think it's very not scammy, but it gives people the impersonation that they're only taking wins. A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it. And it's true because, I mean, posting losses is bad for business, but I don't like it. I think if you're going to sell something, you should be transparent and you should post your losses. Like, people need to understand. So I think that's important. Even if you're not like, even if you're not selling something, I still think you should be transparent. Like, you don't have to be like fully transparent, but like, you can't just act like you're only winning, or you do this shit and then you're just like, you do like this shit, bro. It's like, yeah, man, this setup was really nice today. You can see the model formed. Like, bro, what? Like, how do I know? Like, where's the like actual trading? Because that's not trading. Like, there's no way you actually entered here with your stop there and you just sat there, waited for it to go to TP. Like, that's not how you trade. That's not how you trade. You watch it form and you say, okay, I see this. I like the way this is showing. If this happens, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the stop here. I'm gonna risk this much. I'm gonna scale in or partial here. Like, that's what people need to see. It's that whole process. It's not just, oh, we gotta. Like, that's why people. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's why some people suck at trading, bro. It's because they'll be like, oh, CISD means I can enter short TP. No, that's not how trading works. Um, that's one. So I value people who post their wins and losses. Two, obviously I'm biased because I've been live streaming for a year and a half straight, or no, not a year and a half, like 13 months. I've been live streaming. People who don't live stream when they're trying to sell something. For me, that's the only criteria. If you're gonna sell something, in my opinion, you better show live trading with it. Live. Not recaps or not handpicked examples of you trading it. No, live. I want to be able to see that you can do it yourself in live time data. Real market is printing in front of you. I want to see that you can actually execute what you're saying. You don't have to win. I understand people lose, right? So if someone were to lose, I personally don't care. I'm not going to say, "Oh, you lost, it doesn't work." No, that's not how it works. You have sometimes you're going to lose, right? But not every time. So I want to be able to see that you can at least do what you're doing live, you know? You should be able to do it live. That's what I want to be able to see because anyone can go back to a chart and say, we had a market structure shift, fair value gap, enter, and look, we took out the opposing liquidity. So that's the easiest part. The hard part is doing it live when there's money on the line, there's pressure on the line, the fear of losing, the fear of missing out, the potential greed. That's the hard part. If you can't do it when the market's printing, then it's so easy. Another thing is doing it on demo. Oh, does that make me annoyed, bro? When people do it on demo, it is so much easier on demo because there's no emotion involved. Because you don't care if you lose. That's the easiest part of trading, man. If you're just a demo trader, and 9 times out of 10, if someone's trading demo, they're just spam resetting their account and only posting the wins. Like, they will literally just take a trade and then just post the wins on the demo and reset. People who do it on demo, that annoys me. That annoys me. Because if it's really as good as you claim, why would you not be risking your own money on it? Sorry, I was gone. You can make requests per account. You made 26 top of 500. No, you're good. So, you can if you can make 20. Yeah, so you would need 56, right, Lori? 56. So your best day cannot be 1700. So that's what I respect. You trade prop firms or live money? I do both. I voted the market today, bro. Can't lie. Shit look ass. Yeah, good, bro. Good. You need 2,600 to request 2,000? No, that's not correct, Lori. On an Apex account? No, that's not correct, Lori. You need a buffer of 2,600. You can only request above 2,600. Is it Apex? Is it Apex? I'm at 5% of my eval, 5% more to go. You got it, brother. Just keep doing the exact same thing. And don't let a loss affect you. Look, Lori. Safety net for the first 3 payouts. For a 50K account, the drawdown is 2,500. So safety net is 2,500 plus 100. So 2,600. The trader with this reaches an account balance of 52,600. The trader can request a minimum payout of 500, leaving the balance at 52,100. This is acceptable, even though it breaches the safety net by 500. To request a higher amount of 500, let's say 1,200, the balance must exceed the safety net by the additional amount requested above the minimum 500. In this case, an additional 700. So if you're at 52,600, you can request 500. If you want to request a $2,000 payout, you would have to get 52,600 plus 1,400, which is 54. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was like an old rule or something. I'm just reading the rules. This is Apex rules. Unless you already have more than 3 payouts with the same account, Lori, then you don't need a safety threshold. This is only for the first 3 payouts. In an uptrend, we should normally trace in the body close below the highest push counter. Does that kind of pull back? Apex sounds scammy. It's not scammy. It's just difficult thing for people who want to keep that full drawdown. I don't think it's a choice, bro. I think it might be. It's been like this. It literally says right here, for a $50,000 account, the drawdown is 2,500. So safety net is calculated as 2,500 plus 100. So 2,600. I'm sure that we can agree on, that you need 2,600. It also says right here, safety net for first 3 payouts. Applies to the first, it's a safety net requirement, must be observed for the first 3. So you need at least 2,600 on your account to request payout, right? I mean, according to this, at least. I'm not sure what's working or what's not working, but according to this, Apex 3.0, which is updated 1 day ago, according to this, you need at least $2,600 on an Apex 50K account to be eligible for a payout. Now, how much can you request? The trader can request a minimum of 500. Minimum, not maximum, minimum. So that would leave you with 52.1. This is acceptable because even though it breaches the safety net by 500, but you can only breach the safety net by 500, okay? The $500 allowed, okay? So you can only breach the safety threshold by $500. So if you made 52.6, you can request 500, leaving you with 52.1. If you want to request more than 500, so for example, let's say you want the max 2K payout, it would have to be on top of the 500. Because remember, you cannot go below $500 below the safety net threshold. So if you want to request $2,000, 52.6 minus 500, just like they're doing it here. So let's say you want to request, pretend this number is 2,000. The balance must exceed the safety net by additional amount requested above the minimum 500. So in this case, let's add $800 to this. So add $800 to this if you want a $2,000 payout. So if you're going to get an additional 700 on top of the 500. So for us, it would be an additional 1,500. which means your account would need to be 54,000 to my knowledge. Let me double check the math. 54,000, yes, because it's an extra 14. It's an extra 1,400. Or hold on. So if you need 52.6 and you can request 500, leaving you at 52.1. If you want to request an additional, 14 or 1,500. Exactly, yeah. So basically, you can't go once you get to 52.6. Once you get to 52.6, you can't go to 52.1. You can't go below 52.1. So whatever you want to pay out, make sure it doesn't go below 52.1. This is only for the first 3 payouts, correct? The 4th payout is fine. According to I don't use Apex. This is according to them, Apex 3.0 payout and trading rules, updated 1 day ago by Patrick. The safety net rule was implemented November 6, 2024. You also need 8 trading days, with 5 of those $50 or more. The safety net is met. So you need the safety net, which is 2,600. And then if you want to pay out, it has to be more. Yeah, maybe I don't know. But I think it has to be on the same account. I don't think it goes by account. I think it goes by the payout on the same trading account. So if he got 3 payouts with the same account, then yeah, for him, this wouldn't apply to him. He's gonna do the 30% consistency and the other stuff. Maybe they will pay me out and take my account immediately. Your payout will most likely get denied. At least that's what should happen according to these rules. The payout won't get accepted. Some firms let you take out everything and then that just breaches the account, but it's not with Apex. Not with Apex. I'm cooked. No, you're not cooked. You're just gonna have to make a little bit more. So you can go you can get more than $200 if you want. That's why I was a little bit surprised when you said 200 because you have a lot more consistency to work with. You have to make quite a bit to get a payout on Apex. It's kind of shitty. If you want $2,000 payout, you would need 54,000. Yes, 54,000 according to these rules. I guess you can try, but like I soul-heartedly dear, like I'm certain, especially because Apex already likes to review payouts and such, they'll most likely deny your payout, which means you won't lose the money on their account, but you have to restart the process of 30% consistency in 8 trading days with $50 at least more. But what you could do, Lori, so remember 52.6, that's a requirement. You can't even request payout according to this. You can't request a payout if you don't reach 52.6 on a 50K Apex funded account. You need 52.6. If you want to request a $2,000 payout, so just like they were saying here, you can request 500. They give you a $500 window that you can request, but you can't go below 52.1. Right? You can't go below 52.1. Yeah, I mean, you just try it. I guess you can try it, but I would be careful. Or maybe, I don't know if you can send them an email and ask them or something just to double check. The reason I say this is because if you request that 2,000 and it doesn't go through, then you're going to have to restart. You're going to have to do another 8 trading days with the $50, with the consistency rule, which makes things a little bit harder, I guess. But you'll probably have 8 trading days anyways. Otherwise, Apex would be way too easy, Lori. Then what's the Apex rule? Just 30% consistency? That's way too easy. Way too easy. I haven't read chat in a while. Bro, 2 days back here with no difference between reversal and continuing market. There you go, brother. No, they're not scamming. They're not scamming. It's just they got rules and you got to know what they are. You know what? The easiest thing to do really is copy paste this shit. Go to ChatGPT. What do I need to do to get 2K payout on 50K account? To request a development partner of APT account, you need to meet 4 key requirements. Complete 8 trading days. 5 days must be $50 or more. Follow 30% consistency rule. So no single day profit can be more than 30% of your total profit. Yeah, we know that already. So you need 4,100. Yeah, so you're allowed to dip $500, but the remaining must be above the safety net. So you would need 2,600 safety net plus an additional 1,500. So additional payout over the 500. So you need 4,100. So your base balance would be 54,100. So you would need 54,100. You would need consistency rule and the trading days. I see you asking who's the strongest Akatsuki member. Oh, what else is in here? Am I flashing anything in here? I was having an argument with someone. Yeah, GPT is good, bro. Use it for everything. Is it the same on Top Step? No, Top Step's way easier. Top Step, you just need 5 winning days of $200 or more. Strongest Akatsuki member? I was having a debate with someone, bro. Well, if you have to start it all over again with the ICT concept, will you learn first? 2022 model, 2024 mentorship. That's it. Then back to what was the debate about? Well, who's the strongest Akatsuki member? It's definitely doable, Lori. Because the thing is, Lori, if you're going to get... Remember, so if you're going to get 4,100... Like, I don't want you to lose any hope, bro. If you're going to get 4,100... Your consistency rule would be 1,230, bro. So even if you make 1,000 on one trade, you're fine. It just can't be 1,200. Yeah, as long as you make $200 a day. Yeah, we'll debate about who did you pick. I said it was Itachi. Assuming this is like during the Akatsuki phase, not including when Pain had Rinnegan and stuff. So I said it was Itachi. The other guy was saying it was 100% Obito. Did I say Pain? I'm gonna say Obito. He was saying it's Obito. Even Obito when we first met him. I down want to. You down or don't? Yeah, I wouldn't risk more. I wouldn't risk that much. I wouldn't even risk 300. But I'm just saying you don't have. If you're going for 200, yeah, I mean that's just me, Lori. I wouldn't do that either, bro. I would risk like, if it was me, like 200 max. That's just me. I like to risk less. Most people say 2022 model is a pattern and it isn't profitable. Yeah, those people are idiots, bro. First of all, every single trade, every single model is a pattern. That's how you trade. You're trading a pattern at the end of the day. The pattern just states that one thing is more likely to happen than another. Don't trade it as a pattern. You can't take every single 2022 model. You have to know which ones to take and which ones to not. Are we talking about who's stronger again? Behold the guy I was arguing with, bro. That's who I was arguing with, chat. I thought we agreed yesterday Obito was stronger. No. We were saying before Rinnegan, bro. What was your philosophy behind challenges? Aggressive or taking it as you would your funded? I used to take them slow, and I used to pass them a lot more often, but I don't want to do that anymore. Recently, I've been risking more, being aggressive, trying to pass in 2 or 3 trades. I don't have time to be wasting on an eval if I'm being honest. Bro, in an uptrend, if we retrace and don't body close below the highest bullish candle. So you're saying we don't get a CISD? If we're in an uptrend and we don't get a CISD? Oh, you're saying and we don't close below the highest bullish candle? If we're in an uptrend and we don't body close below the highest upward trend. So you're saying if we don't close below, let's say this level, for example. Does that count as a valid pullback? What's your criteria? Valid pullback? There's a couple things with what, in my opinion, what you said that doesn't really make sense. Valid pullback, that's subjective. There's no such thing as this is valid pullback. There's my model and what I would expect to be a valid retracement. But there's no such thing as that's not. Did you watch Core? I've seen everything on ICT. And if it's not a valid pullback, is it called inducement? It should be taken out later on. That's not what inducement is. Inducement. Let's go over to yesterday's price action. You'll see it very clear. Inducement. Okay, let's talk about two things. Ziad, two things. One, inducement is engineering liquidity opposing to the direction that the price is likely to go. This is inducement. Okay, this happens a lot at 9:30 opening price. Okay, this is inducement. The only purpose of this move lower that's aggressive and quick, that's against the original bias, the only is to induce. Induce what? Liquidity. Induce people to go short. They see this move and they go short because of the inducement, the displacement, the speed. People get short on this move. It's a Judas swing, yeah. The reason this happens is so stop losses can be placed here. For example, if price was right here, do you think a lot of liquidity would be engineered above this high? No. Why would it be? The market's going sideways, right? What about now? If the market dumps aggressively like this, right? It doesn't need to know how people trade or whatever. It's simply the idea that the market went lower and anyone who went lower put their stop losses likely above this high. That's when you see a reversal, right? That's what inducement is. Now, in terms of a valid pullback, for me, a valid pullback is one thing. Two things. Either we pull back into a fair value gap, that's one, or we pull back into liquidity. So if we get a pullback like this, and we sweep out some liquidity, that would be, for me, what qualifies a retracement. Give some advice, bro. I'm struggling taking every 2022 model. You probably haven't watched the 2022 mentorship then, bro. Or you have to watch it again. That's the best advice I can give you. You got to rewatch it, and this time, listen carefully to what he says. Don't watch the no rant version. Watch it all, and you will learn that it's not to do with the model, and it's everything else around it. I got 3 payouts trading 2022 model alone. Okay, so, and I was not even a good trader. I was not even a good trader. I didn't know anything about risk management. I didn't know anything about, I was 1 month in. I passed my first eval. The only reason it worked is because I was following very simple rules over and over again. That's it. I didn't know anything else, so I couldn't even trade anything else. I just knew liquidity sweep, market share shift, fair value gap, limit order on the fair value gap, stop loss at the swing low, that put in the fair value gap, target opposing liquidity. But I was really good at bias. So, did you see the con on gold this week? No, I didn't. Do you determine your bias based on new day data like from midnight? My intraday bias, yes. If I don't have a daily bias, I'll look at the 15-minute chart every single time, 15-minute chart. I'll look at midnight opening price. What's the power of 3? And I'll look at order flow. 2 things. That's it. My bias video covers this exactly, word for word. Personally, I see content work better here. Just massive version through my progress. Why NQ? The reason NQ is because it's really volatile. It's really easy to day trade. It offers large moves intraday where you can find good risk to reward setups on a day trade basis. Right? Meaning you don't have to hold for a long time to reach a specific level. Right? You can trade on the lower time frames, quick moves, and get the yields that you're looking for. The volatility is good. It's very clean. It's one of the most traded things, so the volume is good in that sense. The data's really central. Did you win today? I didn't trade today. Is it the number 14 video? I'm not sure what you're asking. Which days do you not trade? The morning of FOMC, I never trade. The day before non-farm payroll, I never trade. Bank holidays, I never trade. If Fed chair is speaking, I won't trade until during or after the speech. I'm almost always waiting for the speech. I think that's it. Just those four. So it's a couple days, maybe like 2, 3 days a month. For backtesting, I use TradeZella. Why didn't you trade today? And do you trade on PM session of FOMC? Yes, PM session FOMC, I trade. Just not the morning. Bro, he's picking for free. I don't want to lie. Every time I rewatch, it's breaking out. I mean, I watched it 4 times, so I. Oh, number 14. Yes, number 14. Um, why didn't I trade today? Because today was a bank holiday. Did you trade the day before NFP? No. CPI is fine. The day before non-farm payroll, I don't trade. What do you think about AI bot trade? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any robot that can trade good. Do you trade before NFP? No. What's your thought about wick theory for catching reversal? What's wick theory? Is that someone's model? How to find bias on daily chart? Weekly power of 3 and order flow. If you don't know what that means, then I would watch my video. Does Alpha Futures have an activation fee? On advanced accounts in June only. Only in June right now, which has like 6 days left. 6 days left. You take no activation fee for advanced accounts. When it's age extended, do you still look to trade? I will still look to trade, yes. It may be difficult to get a high probability buy, so I'll have to be more patient or something. Can you give an example? Nope, but you can watch my video, which will give examples. Video is very quick. It's a very simple video. If you actually want to learn, there's really no point. It's on YouTube for free. It'll do better than I can right now because I have examples of you where I traded market. I took the trade myself, and you'll see. Do you trade on 1 hour and 4 hour candles, not time frame, but candles? Yeah, pretty much. I'm trading the 9:30 4 hour candle. Alpha does have any restrictions to come? There are some restrictions. So see make sure see if it works in your country or not. Do you add to winning trades? Yeah, I try to. That's where I make most of my big wins from. Just everyone knows I trade, yeah. Everyone knows. This is my most recent journal. There's someone asking for the evals I passed. Cordal? We can try Cordal. Let's do it. See if they have it again. I don't know. It wasn't coming up last time. Cordal. What's the best possible strategy or advice for 1 hour, 4 hour candles? My model is really good to catch the 4 hour PO3. Oh, it works. You play Clash Royale? I have it downloaded, but I don't really play. But like, I know how to play. Like, I know how to. Like, I'm not bad. I play Hog Rider Cycle. Oh, you said peak for peak, bro. Peak for peak, definitely Obito, bro. Not even close. Wait, does that have a gift? Oh, never mind. Is PO3? No. The way I would define PO3 is finding high probability signatures of a higher time frame candle reversal and high probability signatures of a higher time frame candle continuation. That's how I trade it. You're just looking for signatures that a certain candle around its opening price, which is the most important part for me, the opening price, high probability reversal signatures, and high probability protraction signatures, or continuation. I call it protraction. Do you blend your protraction model with macro? Yes. If you actually look at the PDF, you can see here, ideally the protraction forms intermediate power of 3, or macro, or going into lunch. I was asking if you're executing your last 5 trades, bro, not just the journal. You want the last 5 trades I took, bro? I mean, do I even have the executions? Let's see. Let's restore this. These are the executions on one of them. This is a macro trade, so that's one of them. This is another. This is another. I don't know if we got added 5. I think we got wicked out small loss here, and then we re-entered. I got wicked out right there. This one was a loss. I went long, got stopped out, went long, went break even. But that was really good. Oh, this was 2 losses, but we only lost half R on that trade. This one, long, 1050 macro again. And then there's this one, short, covered. And that passed a couple accounts. Where can we find the PDF? What PDF? That PDF, you can look at it in my Gems Po3 Mastery Series. It's basically there. I love your idea of yeah, man, it's the most important part. Taking trades that allow you to reduce your risk is the best. Is it in the Discord? No, this PDF is not in the Discord, but the PDF is on YouTube. You can do what you gotta do. Key flow trading, I don't know anything about that guy, bro. I don't really pay much attention to other people. I know Powell, he likes to take high risk to reward trades, although I've never seen him actually take one, so I don't know if he can do it or not. I've never watched anyone trade live before. I know that I think PJ trades, Shermaine, Tanya trades, Lumi trades. I think they trade live. I don't know if they keep it open on their screen. What a lot of traders do is they trade on a second screen. They don't trade the actual execution, and then if the trade's winning, they just show it after. To me, that's also very scammy. Not scammy, but that's just like they're scared to lose in front of people, which I get it. I get it. No one wants to lose. I don't want to lose in front of you guys either, but you just gotta accept it. Like, you're gonna lose, you know. So I don't. When people do that, I don't count that as live trading. Live trading is taking the trade in front on live markets. That's the most important part. And you just got to be comfortable losing, you know. And if you're not comfortable losing, well, don't live stream then, you know. Don't live stream. Are you a trader? Yeah. Thanks for being transparent. I mean, yeah. That was my goal from day one. Did you get threats because of losing trades? No, I don't get threats, but sometimes people would message me saying like, "Bro, why would you take that trade? Like, I blew my funded. What should I do? Blah blah blah. Like, that trade wasn't good." But I was like, "What?" Like, it's tough. It's not easy to lose on live stream, but I mean, I got used to it. I've been streaming for over a year and a half. I've lost many times. I've went on losing streaks where people would continuously come back and chat and be like, "Damn, bro, you still losing, bro?" I'd be like, "Yeah, still losing, man. But I know I'm gonna get out of it, so it's not a big deal." Dream car. That Porsche behind me is quite nice. You think Powell has a 20% win rate is worth it? It's up to you, really. For me, it wouldn't be worth it. It doesn't make sense to have a low win rate in prop firms, especially when most of them have consistency rules, and you have less drawdown. So I don't know why you'd want low win rate. Did you ever learn from TGR? No. So for me, in terms of people who I wouldn't say value, but I can say respect. PJ trades. I'm pretty sure he trades live. So I like PJ trades. He also gives, in my opinion, really good educational content. Everything's correct in what he teaches. So I like that. That's one. Two, Charmaine, everything is correct in what he teaches, which means I know he actually studied. And I think he also live trades, so that's two. And he doesn't hide it or anything. He shows the executions, I believe. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone else. Maybe Tanya. I think Tanya also live trades and shows, but I don't want to hit on anyone else, but those are the only three people I think actually trade and put the trade on and are not hiding anything. I think everyone else, to my knowledge, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, everyone else hides it. TJR doesn't show his trades. But also TJR has so much money that I don't even think he's trading properly. Like I saw a video where he lost 200K in one trade and then the next trade he won 20, 30K. Like what? Like that's just not acceptable, man. That's not acceptable. Either he's just insanely rich, which I think he is, making like over 7 figures a month, but come on. Why would you watch someone with that kind of risk management? It's the most important part about trading is risk management. How are you going to lose 200K in one? It doesn't matter what the money is. How are you going to lose 100% in one day and then gain like 20? I think he just doesn't care. He just has way too much money. He's making like 7 figures a month. So I mean, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying it's terrible risk management, right? Does it matter to him? No, it doesn't matter to him. I don't know. Maybe he's risking nothing, but he also had a prop firm that rug pulled, which is pretty scammy. A lot of people did some sort of scam. Even JCap. JCap's one of the most respectable traders. He was also a part of a scam at one point. He had a rug firm, a prop firm that was rug pulled, and he made a lot of money from it. And right before it was rug pulled, he bailed. He bailed right before the prop firm was rug pulled, and he made a lot of money from that prop firm. How do you have that satisfaction circle in your journal? Do you have a Notion template in Discord? If you want the template, just message me. TGR have poor risk management? Yes. I mean, according to his videos, I don't think it requires. I haven't seen him trade, but I just saw one video where he said he lost 200,000, and then the next one's where he's like making 5K or 20K or 30K, and that's really negative risk reward. I mean, that's really bad. How can you let a trade go minus 200,000 and you're only profiting 20 to 30K? I'm not saying only 20 to 30. I'm just in comparison to the $200,000 loss. I don't have a one-on-one mentorship. Justin Weirland. I like him too. The reason I like him is because one, he's really consistent with his model, and two, he teaches a lot about psychology, which I can understand that he understands that part of trading, which in my opinion good. TGR is better than you. That's fine, but I don't really care what you think. Where do we message you? Message me on Discord. And Oni, I can send you a template if you message me. I'll send you the template. What's the difference between alpha standard? Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I could sit here and explain it to you, but you might as well just go. Standard has a consistency rule. It's cheaper eval, but has a consistency rule. Oh, and Tyler, I like Tyler too. Yeah, I actually do like Tyler. Because Tyler trades live. I know who Tyler is. I've seen one of his live streams. He trades live. He has no problem losing. He's consistent in his model as well. So I like that. Are you Albanian? No, I'm Arab. Love your consistency. Thank you, brother. Thoughts on his forever model? I don't know what the forever model is. JCap really silenced ICT haters on G. He definitely did. JCap's definitely a very, very good trader. Very consistent. Understands psychology. Understands risk management. Yeah, I would agree. Why do people give out their edge in the market when it's supposed to be a zero-sum game? Doesn't really matter. The edge doesn't mean anything. Real people understand that the edge means nothing. You can give someone the best model. It literally means nothing. What do you think about the Tesla model? What? I don't know who Salman. Salman Trades on TikTok. I don't know how he trades. I don't know anything about him. Sure, he's a good guy. The Model 3, yeah, there you go. JCap 100K profit in one trade at the best. Yeah, JCap's one of the best for sure. What's the average RR you get on your trades? In the morning session, I average around 2 to like 3. How's that even a word, bro? Salman Nasiri? Oh yeah, I see this guy on TikTok all the time. I don't know much about him, but he seems like a cool guy. What does he offer? Looks pretty cool, bro. Something you'll notice when you have this section in the WAP, you want to see people who did reviews sort of some sort of time after purchase, right? Now it doesn't necessarily mean that if it's right on the same day or like 3 days, then it's not valid because maybe they were mentoring, like maybe someone was mentoring them, for example. So it's fine. But you know how there's like 3 months after, 2 months after? That's good. That means people actually went through it and did something good, you know? How do I see what this offers? Oh, I see. Yeah, I think it's not bad, man. I mean, does he live trade? Yeah, see, so he doesn't live trade either. So to me, that's kind of a red flag. But I'm sure he's a great guy, man. He seems like a really good guy. Because the truth is, like everything anyone teaches, it's all on ICT's YouTube channel for free, man. Like if we're being honest, it's on ICT's YouTube channel for free. Don't pay someone for something that you can do for free, that you can learn for free. Um, if it's just, I don't know. By the way, I don't know what he does in there, but if it's something you can learn for free, don't. I mean, in my advice, why would you pay for something where the information is for free? If you're gonna join something where someone is gonna trade in front of you, so you can actually see how to trade it, or how you can, because you want to see something. You want to see something, right? You got it. When do you use a? Always. I always use adjust. Who's TJ Trace that you said and Tanya? Who was you talking about? I was just talking about people who trade live. Um, who trade live. Those are the people I respect the most. If they trade live, T Trades. I don't know who TT Trades. You're talking about T Trades. I mean he's a good teacher, but again, me personally, just saying me personally, if the person you're following doesn't trade live and they're just giving you a course or like I don't know market reviews or something, how do you even know they can trade, man? What's the best way to get out of drawdown without blowing your account? Doing the exact same thing, brother. Amongst the discords, I know Charmaine. Yeah, Charmaine's one of my favorite personally. So who are the people that I know? Charmaine, he trades live, and the information he provides is correct based on ICT's teachings. Tanya trades. I know she trades live, and I think she shows her executions. Like it's not hindsight live, like where they're hiding it and then they show it after. PJ trades. I think he trades live in his Discord as well. Um, that's all I know. That's all I know. Oh, I think Justin. Someone said Justin Wheelan trades live. Um, I want to see if Powell trades live now. I'm curious. I'm not trying to start beef with anyone or anything, but I am curious to see. Does he not have a? I want to see if he trades live. Is it this one? PJ or TJ? I don't know who TJ is. He doesn't even trade live, I don't think. I mean, at least it doesn't say here. It's just learn the models, is course, and psychology. Yeah, so there's no live trading. To me, that's a red flag, bro. I'm not saying he's a bad trader. But I wouldn't join any. I've never joined anyone or paid anyone for anything, but I don't trust anyone. Because I'll tell you one thing: if Powell showed all of his trades, wins and losses, then I don't think most people like the hype wouldn't be as much because people are not okay losing so much. Why is he so popular? It's because he takes high risk reward setups, which is really what it gives people the impression that they can trade, catch really high risk to reward consistently, and win consistently and make insane amount of money. Which, by the way, if that model works, I'm not hitting on his model or his teachings or anything whatsoever. I'm just saying he doesn't trade live. To me personally, that's a red flag. I'm not saying he should trade live. I don't think he should. I don't think he needs to. He's probably making a lot of money. Why does he need to trade live? He doesn't need to trade live. I'm just saying if it was me personally, I would require someone trade live. I'm just reviewing what people in chat tell me to. Um, I'm not in a Discord, but I'd vouch. How can you vouch then? Powell doesn't trade live. I wasn't in a Discord. I do have a public section. Yes, I've been trading for 2 years. People don't clip this. No, I'm not hitting. I'm not hitting on anyone, bro. Powell can be the best trader in the world. I wouldn't know. I don't know how these people trade. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys are asking me, oh, what do you think about this person? I don't know. I've never seen them trade before, right? I don't care how much money someone has because you don't know where that money came from. You have no idea where that money came from. What I want to see is with my own eyes. Can you trade? Can you read the market? Can you manage your risk? I need to see that. That's the only way. I don't care if you're a millionaire. It doesn't mean anything. To me, it doesn't mean anything. You could be a billionaire, you could have $1 to your name. How do I know if you can trade or not? If I haven't seen it, you trade. By posting all the wins, that doesn't show me that you can trade. It's not good enough for me. If he tape reads live and calls out where he would be entering, I guess that counts. It doesn't have to be live trade executions. Um, no, I wouldn't. Don't no need to compare Percy. It's easy to go down the wrong rabbit hole. I guess the more you be in the industry, you understand that 90% of experts don't even trade. It's true. Most of them don't trade. They're making so much money from other sources that they don't need to even trade. You live out of trading? Of course you can. Well, boys, we've been here for a while. It's 11:10 on a bank holiday. Yes, I live off trading and content, although I don't make much off content, but I do make a little bit. But I'm able to cover all my bills and expenses and save money and put some money into a live account. Oh, should we finish this? Let's just finish this. Should go off. How much is your live account now? I have 5 figures in my live account. I think that should suffice. I have 2 live accounts. I have one for stock swings, one for futures. I haven't traded the futures one. I'm making a switch to Tradeovate. I'm making a switch to Tradeovate. I was almost at slide. Yeah, my hero. Nice. First one. No way, it's EHA, right? Almost at adult. No, I don't think it's a. Oh, adult. Yep. You guys keep going, bro. You guys are cooking. The last one is probably like T. Let's do one word for information. Do you find a platform that supports Tradeovate and TradingView without trailing? Without live trailing? Or end of day trading? It's actually fine though, Mahmood, now, because now I can actually open a live account with Tradeovate, and I'm just gonna do that instead. Rather than, because before I didn't know I could use Tradeovate, but apparently I can now. They implemented a new rule that allows my country. No, not cheat. Let's use a word like, oh, this word is cheat, you're saying? No way, it's not cheat. I live in Ontario. How long do you think you're gonna turn your current account balance to 100K? Well, I'm gonna keep depositing money as I get payouts. So, I mean, it'll get to more money as I keep depositing money. But how much am I gonna grow it to? I don't know how much. I don't know how to just grow it from 10K to 100K. You have to be quite aggressive, and I don't want to be aggressive on my account. What I want to do is make more money from prop firms and content, and put money into my account. We can't even see this last one. But fuck, I don't even want to try to guess this, bro. Tribe, shit. You a fan of flipping? No, I wouldn't flip. It's in my opinion, it's just gonna lead the. What, you said tribe? No way, you said tribe. You actually? If you don't deposit, I mean, you can do it. You just have to be aggressive. I've swing trade forex on a live account before. Wait, you said tribe? I see wheat, adult. Damn, I don't see no tribe, bro. I don't see no tribe. I don't think you click send, bro. What books? Trading in the zone, market wizards, and I still have to read some of those. But I do those too. You said it 5 times? Bro, I don't see it. It's not, I swear to you, it's not on my screen. Maybe because you spammed it, it removed it. It removed them all. Yeah, I mean, you can flip. Say you have $10,000. You can flip it? Yeah, sure. You could risk 1,000 per trade, and it would take you like a couple months. But that's so aggressive. I would never do that on a live account ever. I would never recommend anyone to do that on a live account. That's basically gambling. If you don't manage risk, you're just a gambler. Are you a gambler or are you a risk manager? Do people buy physical books? I used to not, but I 100% think people should because you actually get the value when you're just sitting there reading it. So I think you should. Yes, next week I'm going on a trip. I'll be live Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be at the beach or the beach house or whatever. So my mate turned $100 into 30K a month. Was he trading meme coins? What did he even trade? It had to have been meme coins. You up green this week? We've been green every single week in June so far. June's been really good. We've been trading quite well. Forex broker 1 to 500 leverage. I mean, damn, bro, good. That's sick. I mean, yeah, I guess you can try to do that too if you wanted to. Tell us where you went after you're back. I'll send you guys pictures and shit. The whole June. We've only lost 2 trades in June. What's your leverage? Eddie, how are you trading Asia session? How good are you? I don't trade Asia. There's no point in me ever trading Asia when I'm a lot better in New York. But you can trade the Asian session range. 2024 model will teach you that well. What's your leverage? Not sure what that means. Leverage for what? Bitcoin go to 150K. I don't invest in crypto. I invest in stocks. I have no opinion on crypto. Can you show your calendar to all our trades? What do you mean to all our trades? I don't have one calendar. I showed you guys the journal with the last eval, but I don't have one place to put all my stuff. I have multiple accounts. And once the accounts get through, then there's no even calendar. The account just is just gone, just passed. Leverage for accounts, or what would you advise is the best? From Apex, I don't use Apex. Have you tried London before? Nope, I'm always sleeping. How many accounts you trading on right now? I believe I have 5. Oh shit. Do you think at a point you'll stop trading prop firms? I'll always trade them on the side. On alpha, like I said, we passed the alpha accounts, so the account gets wiped. Anyone here got a My Fund of Futures live account? 550Ks? No. I have 350Ks and 200Ks. Is alpha better than Rooster? What? Oh, Top Step? In my opinion, yes. To get a payout, yes. Is there a way to paper trade for free? You'd have to sign up with a broker. Do you trade accounts separately or copy trade? I copy trade my Top Step accounts together and then my alpha accounts together. Are you living on your dream? No. My dream is to be able to move out, buy a house, get married, have kids, and a fat ass trading account. GTDRS, that's a bonus. What do you find better, alpha or top step? 100% alpha, without question. The payouts on alpha are too easy to simply ignore. Everyone knows it. They have the easiest payout rules. Like it's, you can ask any. Don't even ask me. Ask any influencer. We're pretty much all affiliated with them at this point, which is quite funny. But I was first. Just remember who was first. It was your boy, Gatie. But they are the best. They have the best payout rules. I wish alpha was there when I first started. Like I wish. I would have been so much easier. What's easier? You don't need a buffer. You can request inside the buffer zone. How quick do they pay out? Sometimes 24 hours. It's usually 24 hours. Any prop firm you recommend that doesn't have an activation fee? My Fund of Future starter account doesn't have an activation fee. You could use that, I guess. That's like my third favorite, I guess. Well, boys, I gotta go make some breakfast. I got a lot of errands to run today. Is there a catch? You have to get buffer to get payouts. You have to get buffer to get payouts. That's one. 5 winning days. And the maximum payout is 1,200. Maximum payout was 1,200. My last payout was April, but I'm probably going to get one in right now. We didn't do too good in May. Take care, bro. See you Monday. See you, brother. Take care, T. I'm 22 years old. How long did it take until you got your first payout? After trying or after studying? I got my first ever funded. So I started trading evals January 1st, 2024. That's when I got my first ever eval with Top Step. I passed that first ever eval with, I'm looking at it right now. I passed my first ever eval with Top Step January 31st. I blew that account. I got a couple more, blew them all. Then I think March, or I think it was in February or March when I got my first payout with Top Step. What do you recommend me to be profitable as soon as possible? Start studying and backtesting. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. It was a good Q&A. It was nice meeting you guys into more depth level. I will see you guys live tomorrow, Friday, and then Monday. Just a last reminder, I'm going on a trip. I'm moving into a beach house for 3 days. The 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. No live streams. Please don't message me why am I not live. I will post in the Discord every day. I will be trading on the beach, and I will show any trades I take or anything. Alone? No, I'm going with my girl. From which year? Start at 2024 most recently, and then move back. So I appreciate you guys coming through, and I will see you guys live next time. Do 2024 and move backwards. 2020, 2024, 23, 22. For the next